We are live from the world famous Fadeaway Barbershop, 3400 South Jones, Suite 21. And this is the Cloth Talk Show. I am BI Services, aka Burn the Barber. This is
your boy Lauren the Barber in the building, Fadeaway Barbershop LV on YouTube. Make sure y'all tap in and go to that playlist, Cloth Talk Podcast, and that's where you'll get all of the knowledge on the financial literacy and connecting it with the barber industry. You know what I mean? So it's very vital to you barbers' career, but just period. If you want to know how to move like the big boys move, you want to tap in and you want to digest all that information.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we happen we're in the new year. What do you suggest some businesses do?
Man, I mean,
at the beginning of the year,
it never fails. Every year, first thing first, you go back to the foundation. You got to go back over the rudiments of the business. You know, you got to make sure there's no cracks in the foundation, and then from that point on, then you build it on the next year. You know, but as the saying always been, when you were in school, they always asked you, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? It's no coincidence that that's been a question for years and years on years, is because humans naturally go through different cycles every 5 years. You know, I didn't notice that. I didn't notice the difference for me when I first turned 20, you know, and then I turned 25, I noticed the difference in myself. Then when I turned 30, I noticed the difference in myself. I turned 35. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the end of one. I'm not a teenager no more. Now I'm in the 20s. You know what I'm saying? Then I get to 5. Now I'm looking closer. 30. At 30, I can see it. It didn't get close to my vision now. Now I'm thinking about 30. Then same process, on and on and on. So that's how it should be. You know, at least plan for a year, but you should plan in cycles of 5. But I like what even Magic Johnson say. I listen to the billionaires. He said every 3 years. And you see where he at. He a billionaire, man. He planned for every 3 years.
Okay. Magic Johnson said plan for every 3 years instead of every 5 years.
Yeah, he said every 3 years. He said that's what he's been telling his wife from day one. He said, give me 3 years, and every 3 years he done went up astronomically. He gained everything that he wanted to gain, and like we talked about last week, that out of your 30 years experience of being a what they call that, well, let's say an avid sports, basketball in particular, a person studying, out of all those NBA millionaires in 30 years, you can only think of 3 that made it to the billionaire status. So that lets you know, yeah, you can have a good start with $1 million and stuff like that, but to take it to $1 billion takes a different type of business acumen.
Yep. So yeah, first of the year, that's about it, man. I'm trying to think of some things that's coming up, anything that other than what they should be doing, goals and things. Anything coming up, anything barbers should be, any advice for barbers? Just straight barbers.
Yeah. Okay, we talking straight barbers. You know, I think it's the same thing, because first thing first, you a business in yourself. You know, make sure your tools is tight. You know, make sure you take advantage of the warranties, and I gotta hurry up and do mine. You know, and plan out your whole year as far as what you want to do inside the industry, man. I just can't emphasize that more, because I done worked with so many barbers that got a job at a daycare. You know what I'm saying? They're a barber, but then they got a job at daycare the other half of the day. They work for the city, and they're a barber at night. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff that don't make no sense. When you can get in this $1 billion industry, you can get $1 million, and we got plenty of examples, man. You know, so you find the ones that's in your particular industry that's at the level that you want to be, millionaire status, and you learn and pay attention to their blueprint, and then you build on that, and particularly into your situation currently, and with your swag, add your swag on top of that. Nobody saying mimicking nobody. Look at the principles and the blueprint, and then you put your swag on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would say my advice to barbers, beginning of the year, just it'd be like lifting weights or doing exercise. Let's do another set. You know, try to pick up your game a little higher. Try to make your customer service a little better. Try to make your schedule a little easier to manage. Maybe using a booking app. Maybe using ChatGPT to help you with things like that. And just quality of haircuts also. Watch some films and things like that. Just to pick your game up this year. I feel like every year that we should pick the game up because our prices are high, guys. And I mean, not high like that, but they are much higher. You know, I started when it was $10 haircuts. You know what I mean? So this is like Charles Barkley. You know, like I said, it's like Charles Barkley getting paid now. So, yeah, man, just pick your game up, everybody. Everybody, we're doing good, but we can all do better. And let's try to collab more. Let's try to be in more in cahoots with each other. In cahoots with each other. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you know, we're stronger as a team. We don't need to be.
Yes, sir.
Feud and stuff.
I agree. And, yeah, we got classic. What it say? Classic. Okay, my bad. Classic coped grooming. Okay. Yep, and it say peace kings and peace back to you. Then we got your guy Ricky Cash. He said, "What's up, fellas?"
Oh man, he's driving.
Yeah.
He need to take his license, man.
They need to take
his license.
Then he can't come here and get his haircut by you, man. He can't drive. You got to catch an Uber. They're taking out of your haircut.
You're right. Yeah. All right. So we won't snitch him out. So anyway, Google's stock surged in 2025. Mm-hmm. They stock was up 65% this year. You got any Google? You got some Google and like 100%. You got them in ETFs and things like that, right? Or do you?
I got a straight Google.
Oh, you got a straight share.
Yeah, right before they split.
That was like 2000, wasn't it? Something like that. Something like that.
And
they split into what, 10?
Man, I'm thinking they might even split into 20. Yeah.
Oh, so you might have 20 shares of
something like that. Yeah.
Ooh, good job. When did they split? You remember?
It was
a couple years ago. Right?
It was like last couple years. I think I'm gonna say 2 times go past so fast, but it was during the time I was up here. I know that in Las Vegas. I'm been here for a year.
That's great, man. Great. Mm-hmm. Market cap near 4 trillion. You know, they went to the 4 trillion mark too. But Google had a huge year driven by AI, ads, and cloud growth. Even with the stock up big, many people are still unsure if it's too late to invest. So, let's see. Can regular people still win big? Okay. Can regular people still win buying big companies this late?
100%, because it's just for show. It's like, but usually it's that slow. It's that slow, but for show money. Apple, the slowest stock. It's one of the slowest stocks that I got.
That though, right? At one time, right?
Man, ever since I've been in the game with them, I had them since 2019, and ever since I've been with them, they've been slow, but it's been for show. But golly, like, you know, I got so many stocks that came and passed them. You know,
what's their average? So you said since 2019, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see Apple's the last 5 years. But anyway, you keep going.
It's the slow, but for sure. When you messing with the big companies, that's the safest route to go. Yeah. So.
Well, in 5 years, only. I mean, I don't want to say only. It's 100% return.
That's I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's good.
About 22% return a year, something like that.
Yeah, you doubled up. I mean, you can't be mad at that.
Google 65 this year.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and I had them for less time. You know what I mean? I'm up there with that. But that's even that's a slow but for sure. But they was faster than Apple. You know,
So you had a good year with Google. That's great.
Yeah,
65% return this year for you.
Yeah. I mean, it's all. Yeah, I mean, all of the one. I got every one of the Magnificent Seven. I got all of them
individually.
Yeah, individually. And
what is it? Apple.
I know. Let me see. Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, Tesla. Google. That's 5.
How many?
It's 7.
Oh, 7.
Magnificent 7.
Magnificent 7. Okay. All right. Let me think. It's not Amazon, though.
Yeah, Amazon.
Oh, okay. And then.
Did we say Microsoft?
Yeah, you said Microsoft already. Yeah. Can't think.
Let me see. Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, and man, they give me every time, man. Look, go ahead. I'm gonna type it in real quick.
So can regular people still buying big companies this late? To me, yes. The dip. It's all about the dip, guys. This is, you gotta invest in companies like this. You know, like he said, he just had a 65% return. You know, this last year. So if he wouldn't have, I mean, they just had a 65% return last year. So if you would have thought this just of last year, you'd have missed out on 65% return. So what else is there? What is there to come next? Who knows? It may not be 65, maybe 35. It may even be a pullback, but that's the time. That's what I'm saying. That's the time to buy in. Look for a pullback. Look for it to pull back some. Look for some red. And we say 10, 20, 30% would be the greatest. But anywhere between there, you're getting on a discount. Anybody likes 10%, 20, 30% discounts, right? We really like 40 and 50, but I don't know last time Google was being 40, 50% down. I think even in the last little crash we had, I think Google probably would have been 20% at the most, maybe. I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean they definitely stood the test of time. Yeah, I don't even know how you can even bet against Google. I mean, just their dominance on every aspect, and definitely, which I know a lot of people like me, they're in YouTube University. You know what I'm saying? Just
they own YouTube.
They own YouTube learning, and that's their main source. Like that's Google. That's
they just
Alphabet.
made up Google made up YouTube, bro. I mean, or the YouTube they buy YouTube. YouTube already was going and they bought them. Or
you know what? That's a good. I need to learn the history. I need to know everything about YouTube. Yeah. But I just know that's a product of Google.
Yeah.
And so if you want stock in YouTube, you have to buy Alphabet, which is Google, and it's a smart move.
Yeah. Why is it Alphabet? Why is it not?
Yeah.
Because isn't it Google OGGL? Isn't that their ticker symbol?
Good question. Look here, man, you got me today. But I know it's Alphabet. You type in Alphabet, and probably before you finish typing it in, the ticker symbol gonna come up and it's gonna tell you that it's a Google product.
Yeah, because I put G, I don't see nothing. So put Alphabet, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it just is what it is, man. I mean, that's the safest way. Invest in the Magnificent Seven.
It's weird how
they're the ones that's moving up.
It says Google search Google, but it's Alphabet Incorporated.
So what's the ticker symbol?
I'm guessing Google, GOOG.
Oh, GOOG. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah.
So let me tell you who the Magnificent Seven is.
Go.
It's Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Nvidia, and then Meta. That's what we missed.
Oh, we missed Facebook.
Yeah, missed Facebook.
Damn.
Yeah, Meta, and then Tesla. So yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's what it is.
You missed that one.
You better know, Seven. You can't lose because these guys. And if you pay attention, man, and definitely do the history on the artificial intelligence and how it came about. But the people that's leading the way in artificial intelligence are pretty much the same people that led the way in the digital transformation. You know, so it's the same people. Just a new technology, and they're just advancing what they have.
Yeah, they said people. They said many people are still unsure if it's too late to invest. So you think that's why they said because if Google already won, why are people still scared to invest? You think just because they think it's too late?
It's everybody always think they're too late. They've been saying that about Bitcoin. They thought it was too late when it was at that dang $5,000. Now it's close to 100.
It's too late if you're about to die tomorrow.
If you're about to die tomorrow, exactly. Like that's why the majority of the successful people, pretty much all of them, they think long term. If you're thinking quick, you're thinking with a gambler's brain. You're gonna ask any successful gambler. I got plenty of friends that they win a lot of money. I was right with my guy. He put 10,000 down on the Chiefs the last time that they won against Philadelphia, and I think no, it was the Niners. And then at halftime, he put some more money down, and they was down, and he won $40,000 at the end of the day when the Chiefs ended up winning. And I was like, man, I need to get like you and be betting. he still told me, he said, man, over the years, I done lost way more than I done won.
Yeah.
You got the gambler's mind. You gonna get some big wins, but when you add it up, at the end of the day, you done lost more than you won. You know, so you gotta think long term. You know, and that's with every aspect. That's why you gotta begin with the end in mind. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Begin with the end. How you want this thing to end? You know what I'm saying? And that'll help you navigate through your day by day, because you don't want to jeopardize the end effect that you want. All the moves you make right now, you know, I'm not gonna make bad decisions that right now today that'll jeopardize the final projection that I want. You know, I'm not gonna burn these bridges and all this type of stuff right now when I'm gonna need connections, and I'm gonna need people to vouch for me for my next connection when I get to, you know, to get me to that final end that I want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. So So why do I still think people are scared? I just think they think it's too late. And like you said, if we die tomorrow, it is too late. But other than that, we have to think long term. Everybody's looking for that flip, man. You know, especially from the streets, selling drugs and things like that. You go get a QP for 100. You know, you go sell the ounces for 50. You know what I mean? So therefore, you double it on your money. You know, it's so that's what we get accustomed to is flips. You know, you go get the shoes or whatever. You get them damn near half. You know, that we get used to that. But you know, real wealth, they're not tripping off 20% return for the year, 15% because they got so much money in there. You know, so we just got to get used to that and used to putting money into investments. It's a lifestyle, just like working out.
That's right.
It's a lifestyle. Investing is a lifestyle.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's a mindset and it's a lifestyle. So that's why I think people are scared, because their mindset. You know, because all those things are at all-time highs, but I'm just waiting for them pullbacks. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just got Facebook at 600 and the all-time high is 800. You know, 796 or something. So you know, that was a nice little discount. You know, it's gonna happen to Google. It's gonna happen to it's all gonna happen to them.
Exactly.
That's when you jump in.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you know, and dollar cost average as well. We need, you know, that I feel that's the best way, because we, you know, 10, 20 years is gonna go by. You know, and hopefully you'll be alive. And if you are, be really happy that you invested all this money, because now you can, you know, live a easier life. Right? We get older and we get weaker, right? We don't have the same energy and things. So, you know, you don't want to be working, you know, the same amount of time that you're working, you know, in your 20s and 40s when you're 60 and 80. So,
and we got to think leadership too, man. We got to think of family wealth. We got to think of like the Rockefellers on how he set up his whole trust, and he had his great grandkids in mind when he set that up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even if it's not for you, it's for them. You know what I'm saying? It's for the whole, be the trajectory. You know, influence the trajectory of your whole last name. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think like that. Like, you gotta think like that right now. So, like we were just saying, like the moves that you're making today, it's all according to get to that level. You know, and you can be like great granddad Bird. You know what I'm saying? He put this together, and that's why we straight, and the birds just flying right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You would love to be a part of that. You would love to be that seed to make that tree grow the way it do. Think about the seed of the Waltons there. You know, the seed of some of these what is it? The Krogers, and think I got all the Smiths and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Think of the seeds of these people, man.
Yeah.
You know, we may not know them, but I bet you they're well known in the family.
Oh yeah.
They probably all got a picture in everybody's household of who started this.
Yeah.
You know.
Man, they serious about it, man. They serious about their lineage. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too, man. You know, get to know yourself in particular, you know, which has to do with health. You know, so that's another thing that everybody should be doing right now. It should be a health reset. You should be doing a cleanse. You know, I'm about to do a full body cleanse. And, you know, I did a cleanse last year, and I seen the difference on how it made, just not even to my body. I'm talking about my mind. My mind felt instantly way more clear. But you don't even know that you're not even having a clear mind and you irritable and stuff like that until you do a cleanse and then you see the difference. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they're just living day by day and just dealing with whatever that comes with it and you know, and not taking care of yourself. But your health is the real wealth. How many times we got to hear that? Like the doggone Rockefeller guy, he got the main guy, he got a bunch of heart transplants. He got more than one heart transplant trying to stay alive, spending all that bread. You know what I mean? He had it, you know what I'm saying? But like, the health is wealth. So, and you gotta look at it like this: the better your health, the better you're gonna perform. Like I said, better clear mind, better decisions you're gonna make. You know what I mean? So that it should be a health reset as well. So, but learning your lineage, you'll learn about your genetics. You'll learn about what runs in your family, so that you can start doing stuff now to prevent that happening, because it's more likely that it'll happen to you in the future because it runs in your lineage. You know, so yeah, all that.
Last thing on this is AI creating wealth or just speeding up inequality?
If you use it right, it's creating wealth, right? It already made some money for you, right?
Heck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It already done made some money for me.
This thing is making me money for sure, man. You know, and ChatGPT is yeah. But inequality, I don't know. I mean, is it gonna help inequality?
It goes back to what we were saying. It's the mind state. If you got the mind state of an entrepreneur, it's gonna better you. If you got the mind state of a person that just, you know, want things to just be handed to you, it's gonna make it worse. And so, like, the people that have entrepreneur minds, they're gonna use it to make money. The people that's into foolish stuff and just entertainment and sensationalism, now you have more access to that. So the middle gap is gonna become wider, because the rich are gonna get more rich and the poor are gonna get more poor. You know what I mean? So it starts with your mind state. So just make sure that you have the mind state and the habits of the rich that you were just talking about. It's a lifestyle. You know, study all of the highly successful people, the unusual successful people. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. That's what that study was about. You know, Think and Grow Rich. That's what that study was about. You know, just wanting to know what's the big difference on why some people are so successful and others not. You know, and you pay attention to what are their habits, and you add them to your life. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you mold them into your walk of life at the same time. Yeah.
And we're talking about the rich of the rich. Warren Buffett steps down as CEO. One of the greatest investors ever is passing the torch. It marks the end of an era in investing. So, you know what type of return he's had since he's been there?
I don't, man. I would like to know, man. You got it in there?
5.5 million.
5.5 million of what? Every year?
No, since he's been there. That's the return. So the day he walked into the day he left,
Uh-huh.
he had a 5.5 million% return.
Golly, boy. 5.5 million. That's crazy.
But yeah. But he's been a CEO since 1965.
Yeah.
How many years is that? 60?
1965, so 35 is 2000, and now it's about 26. So yeah.
60 years.
Yeah. See, so you said 19 what?
65.
1965. So
20.
35, 50s. Yep, 61.
61
years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Greg L. Bell takes over. You know who that is? I don't know who that is.
Never heard of him, but if Warren Buffett chose him, he qualified.
How much are those shares?
Man, you know what? The A shares, we looked at them.
They
was like
got
50,000.
They got like 2 different ones.
Yeah, the A share was like 50,000, and then
the other one was like 500,000.
Yeah, No, it was like
that was the big.
It was like 500. No, for real?
Yeah, so I thought it was
see
500,000. The big one, and then the other one was smaller.
Let me see something. Yeah, the A one was a lot.
Ridiculous.
The B one you can get reasonable, like 500 a share, something like that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna check on that though. But yeah, but it's worth buying. It's worth buying.
So the other one's $500. I guess the one.
Yeah, $500. That's the B. The B share.
Yeah, B share. That's what it's called, the B share.
Yep. B share. You got the A share and the B share. So what's the
B.
A share?
Yeah, it says B.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me see. Birkin. A is $748,000.
$48,000, boy. You got to share because he never. Yeah.
So wait,
what's the percentage of it's last year to show you
on last year?
Like,
yeah.
In a
year to date?
Year to date.
Actually year to date he's 0.8. He's almost 1% down year to date.
Yeah, the slow.
10% down from a year though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, and we still don't get that yet. We gotta go information on exactly how that goes because, like you said, a year should start January 1st. So how can he be down?
Well, they just talking about today. You know what I mean? So what is today? January 6th. So it'll be January 6th of last year. You know what I mean? That's all that is. Exact year.
Yeah. So that a 10% return. You put your money in there 5 years ago. It's a 116% return.
Okay, so yeah. Yep, you came up 100% 5 years ago. That's when we were just talking about 5 to 10 years, man. You got to be thinking in 5 to 10 years.
Yeah. Apple. What did Apple do in 5 years? What do you think Apple is at? You said only 107. Well, I mean only 107. That's what we said. We did Apple. That's what we did. The first thing was Apple for 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So is value investing still alive? Because that's what he was about, right? Value investing, right?
Yeah. It's not sexy. That's exactly what they asked him. It was like they asked him why you're the most successful investor in history, but why don't a lot of people use your model of investing? He said because my investment strategy is slow but for sure, and everybody want fast. They want instant gratification, and that's not it. That's not how real wealth is built. You know what I mean? I mean, not saying that you don't pay attention and you do your studies and find those things that you can make. You'll find a loophole. That's what I learned in my life. Once you know the rules, like the back of your hand of anything, the loopholes is gonna show themselves after that. But first thing first, just know the rules of a certain industry, the terminology, the boom, 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 all of that. Learn how to do it the safe way first, and then every once in a while you're gonna get growth spurts. You know what I'm saying? That's just like in your body. If you eating the right way, vitamins and the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be living and feeling good regardless, but every once in a while you're gonna get growth spurts. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was in my Spanish thing. I kept that in mind too. Some days you're gonna be struggling, you know what I'm saying? Then you go to sleep, get you some good sleep, stuff like that. Wake up and the stuff you're struggling with yesterday now is clear to you. So you gotta always remember that you're always gonna get growth spurts in any aspect, but just by doing it the right way daily, So it's gonna show up. The loops are gonna show up.
Yeah, I believe it's still alive. Not like you said, a lot of people we probably talk to don't. Did he invest in crypto?
Man, he was talking bad about it. I think he kind of changed his idea a little bit, but no, at first he called it doo-doo. He called Bitcoin doo-doo. Him and Charlie Munger was laughing like, what is that? You know what I'm saying?
But he got the Magnificent Seven though?
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
So but
his main thing was Coca-Cola though. He blew up off of Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
Before people really knew what Coca-Cola was or something?
Yeah, I mean, to where, before it really blew, it blew. Yeah, that was his main thing. That's what he's known for.
I seen him eating McDonald's on his documentary.
Yeah.
Must always had a sweet tooth or something.
Yeah.
To know that Coca-Cola was gonna blow.
But you know what though? It's a testament to what he 90. How much?
I think he's. I don't know how. Let's see how old Warren Buffett is, but let me see.
Yeah, and I want everybody to look up that interview. I think Forbes was doing the interview. It was Warren Buffett and Jay-Z. It's classic, and because they wanted to talk to
95.
95 years old. During that interview, they asked him like how did he get to where he at? He said first thing first. He said, I'm like a kid at the candy store doing my job. I love what I do. I'm passionate. Like, this is 100% what I felt like I was born to do. Warren Buffett, you know. So you want to, yeah. And he mentioned a bunch of things about, you know, he had some advantages. You know what I mean? He mentioned that, yeah, I was a white male in America. You know what I mean? So I had an advantage there. He said, if I, you know, he said, you know, some situation. He go over the different situations where he did have advantages, but he put the most on the fact that he loved what he did. And look, like you say, he eat McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? But made it to 95. He worked and was the head dog. It's a lot to be the leader, and you leading so many people, and you got so many rich people's money in your responsibility. That's a lot of stress. You know what I mean? He made it to 95 as the leader because main thing is he loved what he did. You know what I mean? When you doing what God purposed you to do, he gonna give you the energy, the adequate energy to be able to handle it. You know what I'm saying? That just real what it was. But I'm gonna go to another way. It sounds funny, but it is what it is. When my guy, he opened up a club. You know what I'm saying? And he first started off having to open 7 days a week. I had the bottles for sale. I was the bottle man.
Did 7 days. Did you have a liquor license?
Huh? Yeah, he had a liquor license.
I said, did you?
Me? Well, no, I was part of their crew. I was a part of the building. The building had a liquor license, so I was just like a waiter. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I was there 7, and I had to wake up full clientele. You know what I'm saying? I got to be at the shop 9 o'clock. But I'm at the club till goddamn 2 in the morning. But guess what? I wasn't drinking no Red Bulls, no caffeine, no nothing. But I was so in love with the fact that he had because we was already throwing parties together. So finally we made it to have a club. You know what I'm saying? It was all adrenaline because I was doing what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm just saying. It's the same aspect as if when you doing what you're passionate to do, what God purposed you to do, he gonna give you the adequate energy in order to make sure that you handle this thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's how.
You were selling the bottles. Were you drinking any of them?
Man, I was doing it all. You know what I'm saying? I was, but see, that's the thing. That's why you got to know the difference too, from what is the natural and the what they call that, the fake at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what all of this extra stuff do. That it replaces. It tricks the body to believe that this is the natural in it. It makes it amplifies it. You know what I mean? But that's how addiction is created, because it amplifies what the natural reward is for being in your purpose. You know what I'm saying? So now you start being like, I need this right here. You know what I'm saying? This is amplified, but you gotta think with the end in mind. Like we were saying, is this gonna be detrimental to my health? Is it breaking down my body slowly but surely? You know what I'm saying? And you want to focus on the stuff that's it's amplified, and everything that for the body is in the ground. It's coming to earth. You want to go the natural route, and that's going to be also building up your body. You know what I mean? So I want to, at the end of the day, I want to amplify and feel the best that I can every single day, but I also want to be building on top of that the natural way. You know what I mean? And becoming healthy as a result of this.
Yeah. All right. So, what can regular people learn from his patience?
Oh my God, patience is, man, what? It's a virtue for a reason. Patience, people gotta tell you to be patient for a reason, because the majority of people ain't. You know what I'm saying? But that's you just got the emotional intelligence, man. That's what people gotta. Everybody need to study emotional intelligence. People calling my phone with the spam, but man, emotional intelligence is where it's at. And Slice by JT said, top of the morning till you slice by JT. Salute. That's Slice by JT, meaning he's a barber.
Why do you think he didn't say top of the morning? Why do you think he just said top?
Man, man, we got swag, man. We got swag. We the creators, man. You know what I'm saying? We set the trends. You know what I mean? So if everybody, I knew exactly what he was talking about though.
What if he meant he was getting the top?
Hey, look here. I know he wasn't talking about that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, straight up though, man.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you know what it is at that barber talk.
Yeah.
Yep.
So regular people, what can they learn from his patience? He had a 5.5 million% return in 60 years.
Mm-hmm.
As a teacher, man, you got and he's all about patience. So if he can do it, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I said. So other than that, BYD, you know who that is? BYD is
Never heard of him.
yeah, EV.
Oh, okay.
Passes Tesla in EV sales.
Wowzers.
BYD overtook Tesla by focusing on cheaper cars and scale. The EV race is no longer just an America story. So
where they at?
They're in, I believe, China.
I figured that though.
Yeah. BYD sold more EVs than Tesla. Strong international growth, lower cost production. Good Lord. Does price beat brand long term?
Just because it's for low price, I think it's still the saying still is valid. You get what you pay for. You know what I mean? People just because you got more sales don't mean it's more quality. You know what I mean? So I just think that and as of right now, it's a hype. But I know Tesla not focusing on the Tesla car. His focus is on the self-driving cars right now. That's what just shot up his value for his stock, Elon Musk. So if that was his number one focus, he can get that right back because he's so much ahead. But it was a car company that I invested in a while ago, and a lot of people did. And I wish I could remember the name, man. It might pop up in my head, but they said the same thing. This the one that's gonna take over Tesla. It was a Chinese company. They had a little concept of where if you had that car, there was like country clubs that you get free access to and all that in China and stuff like that. And it went up. I got it at like $4 and it went up to 60 something, man.
Right.
And I wish to God I would have pulled out at 60 something. And that mud just started plummeting. It didn't stand the test of time. And that's why I always talk about these barbers that, yeah, you might have a good, year or whatever the case, but the real test is how long can you stay in it? How long can you last? You know what I'm saying? It go back to Warren Buffett about the patience. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lot of one-hit wonders. It's a lot of people that get in the NBA and they have a good first year. You know what I'm saying? But they don't take care of their body and then they break down. They there for a couple years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The real ones that stood the test of time, they're the ones you want to pay attention to. And if you want to get back and he want to take that lead, I'm sure that he can do it because he got the money to do it, first of all. But then he has the knowledge and he done made it through all the ups and downs,
Yeah. Okay, man. NVIDIA isn't just powering AI anymore. Did you hear about what NVIDIA is doing? NVIDIA plans to push into self-driving robot taxis as it partners with Mercedes-Benz to train autonomous vehicles.
Whoa, okay.
Yep, they 2026. They're supposed to have
autonomous.
some cars. Oh my bad.
Autonomous.
Yeah. And what's that mean?
That means self-driving, self-governing.
Okay.
Self-governing, self-driving.
Yep. Yeah, well, they're working with Mercedes-Benz, and they should have some cars that's going to be self-driving by this year, by the end of this year.
Whoa.
And they're messing with Uber too.
Man, that's colossal.
Yep. So, is NVIDIA trying to be the brains behind every future vehicle?
Man, they trying to be the brains behind everything. the most, I mean, I don't know for sure, but just from all of the news, I would say that they are the most person that's collaborating, investing in other companies. The company that's doing that the most out of all the companies.
Yeah.
And They'd invested so much money in so many different ways. So, man, salute to Jensen Wang.
Yeah. The goal is 100,000 robot taxis globally with partners like Uber. So they'll be using Uber for that. So damn. So do you think does this help regular people or does it replace drivers first?
I mean, obviously it's gonna replace drivers. You know what I'm saying?
But does it help them? Because I mean, if you got a car, how does it help you? I mean, you don't have to drive, but you can't really make it go out and like do the Uber for you, can you? No, right?
For the company, it ain't.
But I'm saying you own the car. Yeah.
Well, no, you could do that. I mean, you should be able to do that with the Teslas. You know, because they got a self-driving.
You should be able to like go pick. You pay me this. They should be able to go pick you up in that car, take you right to the circus, and then come back home.
Definitely, eventually, because it already has self-driving mode, and they say it worked really well, really well. They had to make some tweaks along the way.
Did you get in the car?
Not right now. Not right now. You know, I ain't come
but
from.
You got to get to the airport though.
Yeah.
They didn't tell you.
Yeah, I think I seen they had the option on there when I did the Uber one time.
Oh, yeah. Nobody in there.
Yeah, nobody in there. But I'm just saying, like, they'll show you on the list of the different, like, you can get Uber X, you can get Uber regular.
But what if you're a dude, though? I'm saying, you think Herbert Bird's coming. Herbert Bird don't come just to, he sent his car.
They can't trick me. But I mean,
you got to get to the airport.
Of course, like, if I'm under that type of pressure, I'm probably going to go for it. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if I got the choice ahead of time, that's why it's important. That's why we were talking about barbers, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, it's time to plan. Don't let stuff catch you off guard, man. That's one of my main goals this year. Even though that we did plan for the whole year, still with some stuff that caught us off guard, because you're supposed to look at your plan daily. Go over your plan daily until it's set in your mind to where you know what's coming up, and you stay prepared. Don't do anything in the midst of all of this in order to get caught off guard. You don't want to get caught off guard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plan ahead.
Yeah, so it's definitely replacing people. I don't really see how, like you said, it's an option on there. So who owns these cars on the Uber where it can self-drive you? Who owns the car? Uber?
More than likely. Well, that's a good question. That's a real good question, actually, because the concept was that you own your car and you just connect to the Uber app.
Yeah, so man, so that could help people, right?
Yeah.
So you can you got some real good credit and a nice little chunk of change. You can go get you 5-10 cars.
Yeah, exactly.
And if they self-driving themselves, they working all night. Exactly. I mean, well, I don't know. You have to probably set them, huh? So somebody probably got to be awake. But if you can set ChatGPT to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That sounds like that might be the car. I hope that the concept, that's a good one.
Yeah. So if software runs cars, who really owns transportation? Car makers or tech companies?
Who really own it? Say car companies or tech makers? Tech makers.
Yeah, tech companies or car makers.
I think it sounds like a collaboration. You know,
50-50?
like who got the?
I would say.
But if technology is really, but you know, somebody got to make the car. You got to do the mechanics.
Yeah.
It's not everything. It's like the engine is electric. You know, is run by technology, but the struts, the wheels, the all of that type of stuff. That's actual, the same as as before. You know, it's that's the part that's not tech.
Yeah. So the question is, who really owns transportation? It would be the car maker, because they've been using it before tech was involved. Right?
Yeah.
From the back in the day, right? There was no tech in the car when it first started, right? I don't even think that was speedometer or nothing when it first started. Right?
Exactly.
Transportation was going on. So.
Yeah. It was, the only tech was a radio. You know what I mean?
But I think the radio came later. First,
more than likely. The Model T, I'm sure they didn't have no radio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That was the luxury.
Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd be good. So I say who owns transportation? I would say the car makers. That's what I would say. But that's a big move, man. NVIDIA, man, doing that. Putting in and Mercedes-Benz. My father-in-law Benny, man. Shout out to him. He that's all he buy from the auctions. He probably got about 40 cars and most of them is Lexus and Mercedes. That's all he want,
That's crazy.
Yep. And so I'm pretty sure he's gonna be trying to get him one of them. You know. So yeah. So what else? What else we got? Let's see. Get back up here. What should we go? Netflix. Netflix shortens theater window. Did you hear about that?
Shortens theater window. What that mean?
Yeah, they 7-day theater window now. So now it just got to be 17 days and go to it can go to stream. It used to be longer than that. Movies had to be out longer in the theater than 17 days before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but now 17 days and they can get the movie from right out the theater.
Wow.
Movies are moving to streaming faster than ever. The way entertainment makes money is changing again. So a 7-day theater window, shorter than the industrial room, and streaming pressure rises. So is convenience killing tradition?
We can't say that. I mean, it is a American tradition, I guess, that everybody go to the theater, and it's a different experience. But then, family tradition is more solid than that, right? You know what I mean? So if I can have just my family and my loved ones around me, and we sit in the comfort of our own home and watch it, that's strengthening the real tradition, the foundation. So I say it could work out better because you strengthening the family, the strengthening the family time.
Yeah. Well, it says, is it killing tradition? Killing tradition. So the tradition was the movie theater, right? Or is the tradition? Yeah. So yeah, it is killing that, but it's making a new tradition now. And this tradition should be easier. It should be cheaper. It should be safer. And you probably can get more family members to come now. You probably wouldn't invite your cousins or your sister's kids and all that because it's $20 to go to the movies, but now y'all got it, and y'all can pile into the living room, and so it should create a better tradition for sure. But it is killing the tradition of movies. Just like right now, we're gonna go see SpongeBob. Well, first we got a 2-year-old, so really we shouldn't be going, but we're gonna go on like a Wednesday in the daytime over here at New Orleans. They have it's almost like special needs kids go around that time, so people can be a little louder and stuff in the movie theater. So people take babies and stuff at that time too. So we were going to do that, but it's about to come out. We got like a few more days, so we just waited. So yeah, so that's what that is. And so who really wins in studios or viewers? I think that's what you were saying. Probably the viewers, right? Well, who? Yeah, because it says who really wins, studios or viewers?
Yeah, 100% the viewers. Yeah. The viewers get the flexibility. Flexibility is the way. You know what I mean? I'm so glad I ain't got to travel to do stuff now. Definitely here in Las Vegas. I come from the little city, Akron, Ohio, where everything at the most is 15 minutes away. Here I got to drive. Then it's like maybe something like that, 15, 20 minutes away, but then the traffic on the way and all that. That's just too much time. I'd rather be able to do it, everything from my phone or my laptop, and I can focus 100% on my craft. I can whatever we could do to save some time is awesome, because that's the real value, because we don't know the day nor the time. And I want to repeat this because I done work with young people, and I got a young man, what I'm saying, my son, 26, whatever. Like everybody like to lean on their youth and believe that they got a bunch of time. He about to be 26 on the 23rd. Oh. Shout out to my guy, man.
Old man, huh?
He grown.
I said
sure.
You an old man.
Oh, me? Nah, I'm a young man.
Oh.
I'm a young man.
That sounds like a young man you was talking about.
Yeah. But
doesn't sound like
if I'm
well, you young to somebody.
For sure, Warren Buffett.
Yeah. Oh man, you was a baby.
I'm half.
He give anything. He give every dollar he had to be your age.
Like that.
Because he know he gonna get it back.
And keep that same knowledge, man. Imagine that. Yeah. So, but yeah, no. But so anything that save time, we don't know the day, no time. But the young folks like to lean on their youth and believe that they got time to wait and stuff like that and do all that. No, that only indicates how much time you've been on this earth. It don't indicate how much time you got left on this earth, because you don't know what happened. What can happen? You can be a car accident. You could be in the best health as you want, and then something like that happen. Some tragic stuff happen. It's time to tap in, and find your purpose You know what I'm saying? And all that entails is start working on that and thinking long term and building for your next generation right now. You know what I'm saying? And then if you do make it to have long years, the more time that you have in your prospective industry or prospective craft, the more advanced you're gonna be when it comes to that time, and you be one of those people that they talking about and studying and putting in these books, like Think and Grow Rich and 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You can be one of them ones that they study.
Yeah. I don't even know what the question was. What the hell question actually?
Shoot. You got me too. Look.
I remember.
No. It was about like who won.
Exactly. Yeah. So he said, yeah, I agree. The viewers win, and I can't top what you just said. So I'm not even gonna try. So the last thing about that, are theaters becoming a luxury?
A luxury, or like you got to have a lot of money to go because it's cheaper to be in the house with it.
Yeah, when you can save $20 tickets.
Yeah. You know,
so a family of 4.
I say this, man.
It's $100 for if you go get popcorn.
Man, look this. Save your money, and start building on your dream house. You put your own theater inside your house, and you can invite more and more family.
Yeah.
And we was talking about that's the core of everything. That's the nucleus of everything. The family. You know what I'm saying? And the more you can get everybody on the same page, the more you can work toward being like the Rockefeller family, the Waltons, and you know, all of the names like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Put it all in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I do believe you got, you know, I'm not saying don't go to the movie theater at all, but just, you know, take it down a notch now that you can get things faster at home now. You don't have to go all the time now, but a family outing is always good. Memories, you know, with the household, but also memories. Kids like to go out. They like to see new things. The house is good. Wife likes to see new things. You know, you should like to see some new things too. So you do mostly at home, but sometimes treat yourself and go to the theater. Memories count. We could, you know, die tomorrow with all this money and you know. So that's what I say.
So I'm 100% on that too, though. I definitely love new experiences.
Yeah.
And it's some great stuff here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It's such a blessing that we can go into a $1 billion structure anytime we want to for free.
Yeah.
We can go down to the strip and go in any of these multi-billion-dollar structures with the highest level of luxury that's possible, and anytime we want, just to be inspired and all that. So yeah, you need that for real.
Yeah. Yep. So so the question is, are theaters becoming a luxury? I don't know. What's the definition of a luxury?
I mean, that's what it would be like. You gotta have some money. You gotta have some money, and that's like.
Well, I don't think you got to have money because people buying Gucci.
Well, it's kind of no. Well, it's kind of like. Well, that's a luxury brand, though. That's why they call it a luxury brand.
Yeah, people
what I'm saying is like, well, it's like something not needed.
Oh, is it becoming luxury? Yeah. Is it becoming luxury? Yeah. So is it not needed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it not needed? No, I think theaters are still needed. I think they still hold a purpose when it comes to enjoying time, seeing new things, experiencing new things. So I do think so I do not believe that it is a luxury. If a luxury is only something, like you said, to what?
Yeah, not needed. It's kind of like
not needed.
It's it's extra. It's like, you know, it's a
like a window back in the day, right? You used to have to do this. The luxury was to push the thing down, right? One time.
The
window. Remember, you used to have to do this back in the day.
Right.
But then these came in. Yeah. That was the luxury, right? That was the luxury because the DX didn't have it. The DX cars didn't have it. You know. Right. So. Yeah, so I say, is it becoming a luxury? I say no. I say it's still needed. I think a lot of things in the world are needed for joy and things like that. Mm-hmm. So that's what I say. Okay, copper. Is it copper? Yeah, copper hits its best year since 2009.
Yeah.
AI still needs real material to run. Copper is winning quietly while flashy stocks get attention. Mm-hmm. So the demand rise from AI. Data centers need copper. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know this, because data center. So AI is these data centers, just like anything else, because it has to hold all this information there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And supply remains tight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, are we sleeping on real world resources?
I mean, we shouldn't. I don't think that the top. I know the top dog's not because, you know, like I said, the Money Master of the Game, that book. You know, they speak about the precious metals. You know, and that's why I got an ETF. And I'm sorry for not remembering it. You know what I'm saying? Right now, you know what I'm saying? The ETF of precious metals. You know, but now when you think about technology, everything, if you open up your phone, you open up any type of chip or anything like that, that's metal in there. That's, you know, you need that metal in order to make technology work. And we actually talked about it last week. I just couldn't even remember the name. I was like, what is the thing that pennies is made out of? I said that, but I did copper didn't click. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what it is. That's graphite is another one. You know, that they speak big on graphite in the Holy Grail of Investing, which is a highly recommended book by Tony Robbins and Christopher Suk. Everything they're talking about that book, in which they put out in 2024, is happening right now. Some of the stuff hasn't happened yet, so it puts you ahead on what to invest in. And no, precious metals has been a factor, but even more now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So it says, "Where are we sleeping on real world assets?" The people, I would say we is just the people that I talk to. Yeah, you're the first person to say anything about the copper. So I haven't heard any of my customers come in or anybody that I talk with talking about copper.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we are the people that I talk to a lot of. Obviously you were, but a lot of the people I talk to, I think we are sleeping on copper. But like you said, the big dogs, they know this. You know, they've been taught this for a while. Certain things that you got to keep. Mm-hmm. That's why they keep it diversified, right? Keep your assets diversified. Hedge everywhere, hedging everything.
Yeah.
One thing down, the other thing will be up. You know, take your profits from there, wait for it to come back down. That'll go up, take your profits from there.
Right. And you know, suggesting an ETF. You know, I can't remember the name of the one I got. You know, I'm using my phone right now to go live, so I can't look in it. And I could look it up on this here, but it's gonna take too much out of that. But at the end of the day, when you're trying to find a good ETF, same thing goes when you're trying to find a good company. You want to see who's the ones that lasted the test of time, who got the diversity in the ETF that's more highly invested into the metals that's been winning over time. So right now, definitely it should have the most invested into gold and silver next, you know, and then you get into the other ones, you know, graphite. You know, remember you heard that from me. You know, it should have graphite involved in there, you know, but it should have been around for at least 5 years, you know what I mean? And has a positive income, positive interest gained over that 5 years.
Yeah.
Yep. Let me use this restroom real quick. Y'all know how it is. It's working. My God, it's back here, the superstar. Oh.
Let me see, precious.
That's why you gotta have the moves, man.
Symbol. Precious moments, ticker symbol. Don't see it. Yeah, I do not see the precious moments ticker symbol. It's not giving me a clear. They say precious moments? No, they said precious something. What the heck did he say? Precious. Shit, I forgot what he said. Oh, precious metals. USPR. 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 Right? USPR. 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 This looks like an index. Is that what this is? Stocks, cash. It's all stocks. These are all stocks. And what holds? I don't know. Let's see. WPM. Is
Hey, Mom, come 2 seconds, man. Let me introduce you to the world real quick. You know what I'm saying? Can we take 2 seconds to introduce a mob real quick? You know what I mean? Just to the people, put him on. Ain't nobody tapped in, but when we make the clips, you know what I'm saying? You be tapped in, but the guy, just the new member of the team, man. And the guy, man, he just came in at the right time and he saved the day. You know what I mean? We had a record number the other day, 17 walk-ins, back to school. We didn't even bring that up. It was back to school. We kind of got caught off guard, you know what I'm saying? For real, same thing, though. But my guy said that they make sure y'all tap in, man. So tell the people real quick your experience at Fadeaway in the short time that you've been here.
Man,
Today make a week, actually. Yeah.
Well, no, he didn't. Oh yeah.
Yeah, today make a week.
it's been a wonderful experience, man. Non-stop, real busy. You know, we got the Chinese boba store right next door, so it's always popping, man. 24 hours. We got the hookah lounges all around, you know, so it's plenty of business.
Yep, heck yeah.
You know.
Like that, man. And what's your outlets, man, so the people can tap in with you?
TikTok, I Cut Hair LV. Instagram, Amath.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Straight up, and y'all gonna see this man more and more, man. Cause
Top notch.
He gonna keep highlighting.
Top of the
man.
food chain barber right here,
Stay
y'all.
fire, man. Just a great addition to the team, man. We're glad that you're here, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And yeah, we're gonna keep building.
I got an 11 coming.
Okay.
I'm ready. Okay, so this is the last thing right here. I mean, the elephant in the room. Elephant in the room. And it's all. Let me see. Tell him it's all good. He cut while we talking. Yeah. You know that it's all good.
Yeah. You know, it's all good. You keep working. Oh yeah, he back there.
Okay. Yep. So okay, elephant in the room, man. Elephant in the room. Let's see the elephant in the room. What we gonna do? Okay, well we got a couple of things. Raiders got the number 1 pick. They got the number 1 pick. The Raiders landed the number 1 pick, and that changes the whole future of the team. Being in Las Vegas now puts more pressure and more opportunity on this move. So we got the overall pick. Teams usually pick quarterbacks. It's a pretty good quarterback. I think he's in. I forgot where he's at. But there's a number 1 quarterback. It's pretty good dude that we're probably going to pick. And Vegas now is a majority sports city, not a side market anymore. Okay, so does the number 1 pick actually fix the Raiders or just buy time?
Okay, I mean, you know how it go. They gotta be. You guys still gotta be tried and proven. You made it, and you was able to dominate in college. You know, if you're gonna be a number 1 pick. But now, everybody was a top dog in college that you about to go against now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to see.
Yeah.
We got to see, and you got to stand the test of time. That's like we've been saying.
Yeah. The number 1 pick, does it fix the Raiders? No, I don't think a number 1 pick's gonna. I don't think a number 1 pick's ever fixed anything. So I definitely don't think that it's gonna fix it 1 pick. But do you think that does being in Las Vegas change expectations for winning faster?
Oh, for real. Oh, look at Benny. Yep.
Benny.
We just was talking about it. Yep. But yeah, like, what? Say the question again. Like,
We just gave you a shout out.
we doing our podcast. We just gave you a shout out,
Before
man.
you came.
Mister, they about to have the self-driving Benz. That's your next vehicle that you're gonna be getting.
Yeah.
I want it. I want it all.
Yep.
What's up with you?
I think this is my customer.
What's up with you, Benny?
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on, guys?
Yep. Everything good. We just doing our podcast, but your barber in the back.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
All right, welcome in.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Let's knock that stuff up. Let's finish our podcast. What's up? You chilling? You ain't doing nothing. You ain't chilling. Okay.
Just came back from a 3-hour plumbing.
Yeah, doing your thing.
Yeah, it's been
Sink. All right, so yeah. So the question was, does being in Las Vegas change expectations for winning faster?
Being in Las Vegas, man. Look here. I don't want to be the one that just, act like, look at the negative, but it just is what it is. You got these young millionaires coming in the best shape of their life. You know what I'm saying? Testosterone flowing, and you got everything that they want to do with their money anyways. What did you want to do when you was 22 years old? You know what I'm saying? And you ain't even have an M.
Yeah. So imagine with the M, you know. So the question, what's the question? Does being in Las Vegas change expectations? Just expectations though. Expectations from the fans, right?
Expectations for the fans?
Yeah. Not expectations from the players, right? They're not talking about expectations from the players. From the fans.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, now they expect to be able to go see a game anytime they want. You know what I mean? And they can bet on it and be live right then and there. Go to the casino right afterward and pick up their money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it is.
Well, I say it doesn't change because Las Vegas ain't really won nothing. You know, they just started winning, got the Aces.
No, they did.
No, I'm saying the Aces and go now. I'm saying this is all new though. It's all within like 5 years. You feel me? Vegas been around for how long? You know what I mean? You know, and then they won UNLV in '90. Right. With Larry Johnson in there. So other than that, that's 4 titles in, probably, 50 years, something like that. So therefore, I don't think expectations changes being out here. Now, they should be high, though. They shouldn't change, but they should be high because we are paying a high amount. We all got the #1 draft pick. We got we keep getting new coaches. We got a nice stadium. We are the Raiders. Raiders got about 3-4 championships. So I would think that it should be, expectations should be high, but they shouldn't change. Because you shouldn't have had a high expectation in the first place. We Las Vegas. We just got teams. So like a Los Angeles or something, New York.
But the thing is, though, they're not buying. They didn't just start a franchise. They got a team that was had already been around. So they just moved their location. So if you buying a team that was already, who they were, then you're expecting the same thing that you expected when they were in the other city.
Nothing. That's what I'm trying to say. They were terrible.
But they were terrible, yeah. So.
That's what I'm saying. How can you expect them to be any better when they just was terrible?
But but unfortunately, the reason why I'm about to say unfortunately, you understand what I'm saying. I'm a Cleveland Brown by default because I come from Akron, Ohio, 30 minutes away. The Cleveland curse is the known thing because it was 3 things: baseball, football, and I think it might have been soccer, but it was 3 things that happened that just seemed like Cleveland was cursed. We couldn't get a championship forever. But the Cleveland Browns moved to Baltimore. Within 2 years, won a whole championship with the same players and just added a couple. You know what I'm saying?
They added a little bit more though, right?
Ray Lewis and
yeah, what you talking about?
I mean, that's
just
Ray Lewis. That's a big addition, but at the same time, we just saying was he?
But that was a different team. That was a different team. That was the Browns team was different from the Ravens that won, bro. That was a different quarterback, everything. That was totally different.
But I mean, same administrators. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't expect it. I'm pretty sure Baltimore didn't expect them to win. You get what I'm saying?
No,
it happened.
But I'm just saying though that it's same thing how Los Angeles Raiders sucked.
No, but Oakland.
I mean, Oakland Raiders sucked, and then they moved to Vegas. Yeah. It's the same aspect. The Cleveland Browns sucked. When they were at Cleveland, and then they moved to Baltimore, and 2 years later they won. Yeah. So they was reconstructing all the time back in Cleveland. They was getting #1 picks all the time because they were sorry. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the reconstruction anywhere is the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the question is expectations. When they came from Cleveland to Baltimore, they didn't expect to win no championship. They like, oh, we getting the Cleveland Browns team. We expect a championship. They didn't expect that, so it happened. The question is, should we be expecting, right? Ain't that what it was?
Should the fans expect it?
Yes, it said does not
with a reasonable mind, but I'm gonna tell you the most unreasonable people I've seen in my life is sports fans. Yeah. That's why you
fanatics.
Fanatics, and that's what Raiders definitely got. You know what I'm saying? Fanatics. I'm sure people moved to Las Vegas because the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean the Oakland Raiders was coming to Las Vegas. They moved right along with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And sold their houses and came up, bought up one in cash for here because it was cheaper. Yeah. So
Okay, and then that's last. I had 2 elephant in the room. I mean, I really had 3. It was your Browns. They fired the coach.
Mm-hmm. Good job. Because what they did to that young boy Shador was just unfair.
You seen his last drive? They won the game. He had a final drive, yeah, and then they kicked the field goal and they won the last game.
I didn't see it. I'm going to look it up on the highlights.
Good.
Salute to that guy, man. Congratulations. You get that monkey off your back.
Yeah. Okay, the last thing is MTV stops playing music videos. MTV is shutting down music videos channels. Channel hits different for people who grew up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me start that over. MTV shutting down music video channel, and it hits different for people who grew up on it.
Mm-hmm.
What used to control culture is now gone, and creators don't need permission anymore. So MTV launched in 1981. What was you doing in 1981, Benny?
He said,
That's been so long ago.
that was good.
Man.
That was long.
Well,
I was 1 year old.
I'm getting ready to be 66 years old, so
Yeah.
81? Woo.
Yeah.
You might as well ask me what happened in 61.
Was you still in
You
high
was
school?
You were 16.
No, I was out of high school, 79.
Oh, you was? Oh, so you was older than that. You about to be 66. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's out.
Yeah.
Okay. Music videos move to YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Artists no longer need TV deals to go viral. Anyone can post videos with zero budget. Okay, so did MTV die or did creators outgrow it?
I ain't gonna say the creators really outgrew it. I mean, maybe they did. They did outgrew it because they got another outlet. But I don't. I haven't watched a video, and you know what I'm saying? And you got to be.
Think about it. What's the last video you seen? You seen some new stuff. I mean, when I say new, like Rihanna, right, or something, like, right?
I mean, not that long. It was like, even right now, like at least 2 years ago. For real, cause we weren't playing videos in the shop. That's the only, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't watching videos on my off time. Only time I watch anything is while I'm in the shop.
But when we were in high school, in the early 2000s,
Right.
videos are very, very prominent, right?
Man, used to love them.
Tape videos, put on VHS and tape them so you can watch them later.
Exactly.
I had homies that had videos all on that.
Yeah,
You know?
well, I used to play them in the car. I got a TV in my car back in the day, and used to have that playing. You know, cause you got the music bumping and the video playing at the same time for your guest in the car. You know what I'm saying, or whatever.
This dude from Akron, Ohio.
That was
Midwest. That's a Midwest.
We was doing it in LA too.
Oh man, TV in the car?
TV in the,
yeah.
You ain't know about the TVs in the
A
car?
TV? Are you talking about
my
the dashboard?
God. Yeah, the dashboard.
Oh,
and
okay.
the
I think
headrest.
you talking about just a regular TV in the back.
Oh,
Well,
no.
it actually is a TV
Because
screen.
no. I'm talking about just
big
a
TV screen.
Because you know now people are putting the they get the boom box that go to your Bluetooth and they just put it in the back seat and it be sound like the radio go off, but it's really the. So that's what I thought you was talking about, a real TV in the back, battery operated TV you got in the back.
No, the one I had.
Yeah, you talking about on the
one I
deck.
had,
Yeah, Pioneer,
It come out,
Alpine.
it came out and went up,
Yeah.
Boy, what?
That was
Man, you was the man with one of them.
You had videos playing on that?
Yeah, had that playing, and then the music bumping out the speakers. Got the
You ever put
system.
any X movies on there when the ladies is in there?
Nah, I didn't. I knew people that did that too. They have it playing all the time, and then the girl, if they don't say nothing, they ain't gonna say nothing. If they start tripping, they be like, "Oh, you gonna mess with that? Oh, my bad." And it switched like it wasn't nothing. But nah,
Yeah. So the question is, did MTV die or did creators outgrow it? I think MTV died. I think MTV they stopped doing a lot of the extra shows that they used to have, the Yo MTV Raps, Pimpin' Cars, all these different things. I don't know what's on MTV anymore. Do you?
Man, I don't.
I don't know anything. I can't tell you one show that's on MTV.
I'm on YouTube.
So so I think that it died. And did creators outgrow it? Creators.
I mean,
who are the creators they talking about?
On Stars, I know you're talking about TV in general. You know that everything that 50 Cent got going on with Power, everything that came from the Power show.
That's
I know
MTV.
That's not MTV though. Okay. No, I don't know MTV.
Yeah.
I thought you just said TV.
No, MTV. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know any shows on MTV.
Not at all.
And I used to know them, Real World, all that stuff. They had a lot of good stuff on
Exactly.
there. Yeah.
Real World was
all that. So I think they died. That's what I think. I don't think and I say who are we talking about creators? Just us creators? Did we outgrow them? No, I think we wanted.
They talking about the creators because they were saying like they don't need the MTV to go viral now, so they're putting all of their clips and stuff like that on social media sites now and going viral. So they don't. you know, they got them on YouTube, you know. So they got their own pages, you know, the artists, so you can go to their page and then look at all their videos.
So is YouTube better for artists than TV ever was? Yeah, right.
Definitely, because then, yeah, you getting paid directly from YouTube, and they got to go to your page to watch it or whatever. You know what I mean?
Would today's artists survive back when gatekeepers controlled exposure?
Yeah,
What artists are out? NBA Youngboy, that's the only new artist I really know about. I don't know.
he started from YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would they let him in? I don't know. I guess. I don't know. Maybe they would. Maybe they wouldn't. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. It'd be tough, you know, because you didn't have your own platform. So whoever controlled the media, they control the message and the style, whatever. You know what I mean? They choose what they want the people to watch and hear, and it's going to be based off of trends. So it's not going to be based off your authenticity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Authenticity.
that make people not be who they really want to be in order to make some money. You know what I'm saying? They just adjust to wherever the status quo is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that ain't never good.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that's what I say. Let me see. So yes. So would today's artists survive back when gatekeepers controlled exposure? I don't really know, because I don't really know what the gatekeepers how they were qualifying people to give them the keys. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, well, you know, you gotta just look at it like now. What's the perspective of hip hop now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we like it because that's our style, and people like dance and stuff like that. But what's the usual message when you think about what's the message through hip hop?
Hip hop?
Yeah,
I mean, hip hop's a lot.
Rap.
Yeah.
Let's say rap. Let's say rap.
Yeah,
What's
just rap. I mean, the rap that I heard, the message was, you know, do things that are against the law.
do things against the law and detrimental to your health and your life and your family, everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a negative message. But why people focus on that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's some folks that wanted to be super conscious and all that and talk some positive stuff like that, but that wasn't what was selling. And the reason why whatever was selling is because the person, they control the message. Because anything you hear, you know, on the radio, it'll be some stuff you don't even like. But if they keep on playing it, as you say you don't like it, you'll be rapping along with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what it is. They wanted that message to be emphasized, and that's what it is. That's what turned out.
All right, well, that's it. That's the end of the Cloth Talk Show. We put financial literacy with the barbering. Got anything to say?
That's it. Just tap into that Fadeaway Barbershop LV on YouTube, and you know, tap in that Cloth Talk, and make sure y'all follow us on all outlets. We on Fadeaway LV on all outlets. You know, TikTok. We building up the Facebook, everything. Fadeaway LV. Yep.
All right, peace.
We out. Peace.
You know, it's a